What's up with y'all? Saucer Mars TV, finally back here with another video. And today we got a hot taper on some waves on my boy Trey. So first thing we're gonna start off with is the number 1 guard, knocking the hair down to the desired length. And this is what he usually gets. Most wavers I know get a 1.5 or above, but really his hair lays down really good with a 1 guard and it's trained for that length. So that's what we use on his hair. So as you can see, you're just gonna want to knock it all down, make sure it's all even, and make sure you just don't rush on the whole cut, because even though this video is sped up, it's parts where you can save time, but it's also parts where you want to take your time. And I feel like this is one of the parts of the cut you want to really make sure you got the hair all knocked down even. And then if you can fade fast, go ahead and do that when you get into the taper, but just make sure you take your time on knocking all of the hair down to the desired length. So right here we're just going to go over the top with the clipper closed so we can knock off any of the frizzy hairs or any hairs that are sticking up, just to give it a cleaner look. And then right here we're going to start balding out the side taper. And also while I'm doing this, I'm also going to bald out his facial hair on the side. And line up some around his neck and under his neck. So now we're going to take the 1 guard and have it all the way closed, and then after we get through with that, we're going to open it up like I'm doing here and just flick out. I'm really stressing the C motion when I'm doing this right here, just so I don't create another harsh line, because right here we take the 1.5 guard and just flick out that original line we created with the 1 guard. And you can still see the wave pattern in the fade, and I'm not going to stress that too much because I don't want to push his fade up too high, and it's going to blend in over time as the fade completes. And right here I'm just going to switch to my Antis Master and use the lever open, because actually it can blend into the wall number 1 guard. So this saves you the time of having to even pull out the 0 guard and do lever open, lever close with that, then go back down to a lever open, then closed. So you can skip all that steps just by adding in 1 clipper. So now I'm just going to spray his hairline down with some tresemme level 3 holding spray, and it'll give us a more sharp result whenever we get to that part. Alright, so now we're going to start the other side. It's going to be the exact same steps you used on the other side, and this is not my day-to-day fade method. This fade method takes a little bit longer than my one I use day-to-day. I actually use the Antis Masters now, no guards. I've been watching this one dude on Instagram, his name's Shape Cuts, and I've been practicing on that method, and it's been working out pretty well. I really like it more than using guards, because you can really get in there in detail, since you control the angle of the clipper more and all of that. But yeah, this is probably the easiest method starting out though, so that's why I'm showing y'all this in the video. If y'all want a video on my new method, comment below and I'll show it in the next tutorial I do. So yeah, same steps. We hit them with the 1 guard and then opened it up, then just flicked out with the 1.5, and then Antis Master, go from open to close, and you're done. This is still a really fast method. It'll save you a lot of time, especially having to skip that 0 guard just by changing up clippers. So yeah, as you can see, that fade is coming together. So right now I'm just checking to look at both sides. I seen the corner of this side was a little bit lower, so that's why I'm going back and blending it up a little bit more, knocking out the bottom. So now right here we're just going to start the back taper, and usually I like to line it up first so I can see the back taper pop out more. So first I'm going to start off with the wall detailers, and I don't really like how it gets around the ear. It doesn't I can't get the shape I like as much as using the T-outliners, so I'm going to switch over to them and, you know, make it sharper around the ear. And my reason for lining up the back before actually doing the back taper is, since it's the biggest area you're going to taper, you lining it up before actually doing the taper is going to save you a whole lot of time. When you're going back and detailing, you're going to have less detail work, because the lineup really helps you see how the taper is going to look finalized and all of that. So yeah, that's my reason for that. Also, let me know if you have any more questions. Just go ahead and comment that down in the comment section. So it's the exact same steps. One guard open, both of them flicking out, and then you're just going to flick it out with the 1.5 guard. And that's going to go into the waves if you flick it out enough. If not, you might have to come back with the 1.5 guard open. It just depends on the hair texture. So right here we're finishing up the back taper with the Andis Master, going from open to close. I feel like I should have switched back to a closer hitting clipper like the Magic Clips and detailed the bottom a little bit more, but it still looks straight like that. But I feel like I could have blended out the right side just a little bit better. As you can see, he's really faded. You know, this method is still going to blend it out just like if you use the 0 guard, but you're skipping the whole step. So right here we're going to start the front lineup. And his middle of his hairline grows upwards from his corners, so I'm going to have to bring up his corners a little bit just to match it up, or else it's going to look like a U shape. So that's what I'm doing, but I'm still also keeping it natural. Also, he's got some overhang, so it's not really a pushback. I'm actually cutting most of the overhang off, not his actual hair follicles. So right here we're just going to use the razor to get the lineup a little bit sharper, you know, cut any overhanging hairs. Make sure you stretch the skin and also do quick strokes. And right here I'm applying some hair fibers, and I'm not going to put it on too heavy, but I'm also going to put it on where it makes the lineup pop. So as you can see, it's already sharp without the hair fibers. I'm already knowing folks are going to be down in the comments saying though. I can see right here I put it on too heavy, but watch, I'm about to come back after I spray on the hair fibers with the light spots. Come back and wipe it off to blend it in. It's still going to be hate, but it's whatever. So right here I'm just touching up the hair fibers, you know, making the lineup as sharp as possible, and just knocking off all the hair fibers that hang over the lineup. I think this is one of the coldest haircuts I done posted. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Also, be on the lookout for more videos. I just got my new camera set up, so that means I'm going to be a whole lot more consistent than I have been. But let me know what you think about this cut down in the comments. Also, follow me on my social media, Austin-Mars TV, same as my YouTube on everything. This is Austin-Mars TV, and I'm out.